Everyone, I'm getting ready to load up all of the bows that I made into the bags, and I finished all my bag toppers. I added a few little pieces of glitz to each of them, so I'll show you those, and I'm going to show you my process for bagging everything up. So we'll get set up to do that, so stay tuned. So I had already packaged up one set of bag toppers. So they're in the tote ready to go. And I'm going to use that as my sample for doing the rest of them. And I went ahead and cut out some pieces of pattern paper, piece of cardstock, and I embossed some vellum for one of them. So I think they're going to be super cute. I've got all of my things over here ready to go. So we're going to start with, let me put all these aside. I've got my little cello bags. I have two smaller ones that I'm going to start with first. I'm just sharing with you right now all the bows that I made. And we were to make 6 different bows. Here is the first one that I made. And I used tulle. And it's got a little glitter to it and pink. I stitched this pearl pink bead on there and made it into a cute bow. I forget how I made this. I followed someone on YouTube. I just totally do not remember how I made it. It's been several weeks. It was one of the first things I made. So I got 2 here. I already have one bagged up, and I only made one of each because the requirements were to make 6 bows, so I'm hoping that means just one of each. But I feel like something like this is pretty special, and I only made one. And I don't remember if I put glue on or sticky dot on the back. Let me see if it'll stay in here without. Let's see, which way do I want to put this? Looks like sideways will work. I feel like this one's going to stay pretty well without. So I'm going to skip the glue on this one. Let me do the other one, and then I will put the bag toppers on it. I just think these turned out so pretty, and they're dainty and very girly. And I'm pretty sure that was the point of this swap. I'm excited to see how everyone is gonna interpret it. That's kind of how I feel it. It's like very girly and lots of pink and just girly. It's what I'm going for with these. Now I got the bag topper. I forgot the bag toppers. I'm gonna grab those. All right, I got the bag toppers over here. So just get them out. I'll show you the little details I put on them. So this bag topper is going to be this one right here. From the time I did the video when I put these together, I did add some little embellishments. I added these really pretty diamond dots on there. And some of this rickrack. I'm using the Chaos Craft. Let's see if I've got that. I cut out this whole pack of them. Some of them you can layer, which is a fun little addition. So I put a super, super glittery cardstock behind there. I don't know if you can see that detail in there, but so pretty. Let me find the other one. There's the other one. So I do need a bunch of glue dots for this next step. So I'm gonna grab a bunch out. Just put those there for now. Get rid of this big thing. All right, so I'm gonna just apply, these are repositionable. I'm gonna put one on the back and one on the front. I'm gonna just place it on the bag where I want it, like that. Press it down in the back. There we go. Look how adorable. So dainty and pink and girly. I love it. All right, one bag topper, one package ready to go. We'll do this one. All I did extra on this after I added this bow, and I wanted to mention where I got this bow from because somebody asked, and it came from this Easter basket die set from KS Craft. You can see it. It's just a really cute bow with these long tails on it. I looked online. I didn't see this particular die set on Amazon. I'm sure it's available on Ally though, on the KS Craft store. And then I have another one too. I'll show you that one. I also used this bow on a couple of things. And this is from the Forever Fields by Maggie Holmes. This was available at Joann's. You might be able to get this on scrapbook.com still. You know, like with all Maggie Holmes stuff, once it's sold out, it's sold out. Okay, so the only thing I added extra on this bow, because I just love it the way it is, I added a little paper flower on there, and I got these at Hobby Lobby. This is a fun one. I had a lot of fun putting this one together. Let me get everything I need. 2 bags. And I've got this background cardstock I cut from the Parasol collection. I'm going to need more glue dots. This is going to have a really fun bow on it, or a set of bows. I had fun making these. This is the angel bow. This is from KS Craft. This is like one of my all-time favorite bows. And you'll see I blinged up this bow. I'll give you a close-up of it here. So I made just one plain, and I used some embroidery floss and wrapped around the center. If somebody really wanted to come in and put a bead dangle there, they could. But I thought it would be nice just to leave it plain. So whoever gets it can use it however they want. Then the second one's got the same color of cardstock, but I blinged it up with these glass jimmies. I got these at Michael's. They are bead landing, and this is the pink one. I love these glass flatback rhinestones. I might be on the hunt for some of these this weekend. So this one's got the clear, and here's the one with the pink, and I used a little bit lighter shade of cardstock, and that has the pink glass gems on it. So each one will get 3 of these. It's a set of 3, and I'm just gonna glue them onto . I don't know how well those are gonna stick. They are on there. So those are gonna go inside the bags here. Cross our fingers, everything stays in place. Now we're gonna find the bag toppers, and that's this cutie here. Get some glue dots on these. There we go. I got one more to do like that. There we go, so cute. So we've got these two and these two. They're looking super cute. Then I've got this bag topper, and I use that same bow on here, and you'll see I added a little silk, little pink flower back there, and added one of those pink glass gemstones. And then on the bottom of the ruffle here, I added those pink gemmies as well. Just a little bit of extra to make it look pretty. And then I'm putting in this vellum that I embossed. And I have another set of bows. And these are the adorable new KS Craft bows. I love this bow right here. I layered it with white cardstock behind on the back side. And then I put the pink layer on top. And I wrapped that same embroidery floss around the center. Each of my swap partners will get one small one and one big one. I'm putting it on this vellum. I don't know how well this is going to stick either, but we're going to certainly give it a try. I'm thinking I might just put it on one of the side ones and see if it'll stick on there. Well, that might be easier than trying to fight with that embroidery floss. So cute. This is probably one of my all-time favorite bows, and I have a lot of bows. And I love that angel bow too. That's why I chose these two. Now then, this is going to go in here. I try to vary the sizes a little bit when I'm putting things in my tote. And these are a little bumpy, so the packaging is not going to lay completely flat. I am fine with that. Okay, let me do the other one and we'll get bag toppers on them. Cute, cute. And then the bag toppers, this one. There we go. This is gonna have a little store-bought goodie, so I'm not going to show that, but I just want to show you what I did to this bag topper. I added a sequin down at the bottom, and then I added a diamond dot on top. And there's the other one. They're both the same. They'll be ready to go when I'm ready to do my final packaging. So I've got 2 more. These bag toppers are going to be skinny, and I've got the bag topper here that I made in my last video. I added some of that rock candy distress glitter. I just used my wet glue and wet the tips and went around and added a little bit of glitter on there. Hopefully you can see that. So pretty. It just adds just a little bit of sparkly. Nothing too crazy. I made this really pretty bow out of velvet ribbon. I sewed it, and then I hot glue the middle piece on. So I'm not putting a backing on it. I figure this might have to be hot glued on something. Let's see. It's measuring. It's about 4 3/4 long. And there's the 2 bows. The final one, I did not embellish. So that's just this. And in here is going to be a large satin bow. And I tied this, then I hot glued it back here so it didn't come undone. I like the way they turned out. A simple bow. It can be used for a lot of different things. That is going to go in the bag. I think it's just a pretty presentation all on its own, so I didn't want to make it any, let me move. And the chiffon ribbon, this is just a piece of fabric. I got a remnant. It was like a ½ a yard at Hobby Lobby. I always go check out the remnants when I am there, and I cut it into strips. And then that's how I made this bow. Pretty. There we go. Do the other one. And there's those. I think that is all of them. And I haven't done anything with the tote yet. I think I'm going to save that for a final video because I still have to make a Memdex. Then I have to package everything up. Then I have to figure out how I'm going to decorate this if I'm going to. I'll show you all of the bag toppers that I've made. This one will be going in the very back. And then this one will be in the tote. Then I'm going to have, see how I alternated the bows a little bit. Then I'm thinking this one will be in here. This one with the flower on it will just be tucked wherever in the front. So that is what I got so far. I still have a trim sample. I've got, let me show you the other bow. I've got another bow that I made, and it's in a box. This is a Scrap Diva bow. So I put that on there, and I used one of those pearly looking oval jemmies. Let me show you those. These were at Joann's on clearance. I got these super cheap because they were in that dollar bin, and then Everything's like 25% off there. I glued that on there. I added a little shape to the bow, and I added diamond dots to the box. I covered the sides with paper. And then inside is a really pretty bow that I made. Use the same silk flowers. This is a Scrap Diva bow also. I had bought those two bows, and this one I never used before. And I glued the silk flower on top of the leaves. All right. So now I got to figure out how to get all that in the tote, plus a Memdex card, plus a trim sample. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.